Alice here again at the Northwest Blockchain Conference, and I'm with Travis for Krambu. And he's been hiding for 9 months, but he's back in the crypto community space and attending many conferences, and he'll tell you exactly why he's been hiding.
Yeah, so for the last 9 months, we've been hard at work burning the midnight oil, trying to get a product ready for launch here. And what we've done is focus on some of the core problems with enterprise products in the blockchain space, mainly extensibility, performance, efficiency, and that density. So we're here to announce our products. We're launching 3 of them today, and that's going to be a 3U, 4U, and 5U blockchain appliance, fully compatible with 19 GPUs, FPGAs, or ASIC add-in cards.
Wow. So how long have you been mining?
I got started mining in 2009. I was an early adopter, and I was very excited about the technology as it was playing into what my hobby was at the time, and I've been mining ever since.
Which was? What was your hobby?
So my hobby was overclocking. At a very early age, I was getting hand-me-down computers, and my brother always had the faster computer, so I did whatever I could to make mine faster, and I've done a lot of research and discovered that you could vary the clock speed of processors, and cooling was very important in making the processors operate faster. So I designed cooling systems for high-performance computing. I've used liquid nitrogen to cool computers and set world records in processor speed and performance.
How do you set a world record in this kind of thing?
So there's what we call an industry standard benchmark. So you can run a synthetic or a real world load on a CPU, graphics card, memory, you name it. And anyone in the world can run this test and get a baseline score that you use to compare. So a numeric value that establishes how much faster your computer is than everybody else's.
So you like to make computers go pretty fast?
Yeah, it's a lot like hot rodding a computer. You know, you want the fastest quarter mile time, and that's exactly what we do.
So tell me about the competitors in this space. How are you different?
So competitors in this space are really interesting. They really focus on cost-effective, shaving pennies everywhere, really just getting the bottom line as cheap as possible. And what we do is we set ourselves apart. We looked at the really difficult problems in our industry, which are reliability, extensibility, scalability, density, performance, and efficiency. And it really takes a lot of resources to invest in new technologies that leverage blockchain technology. And we made some significant breakthroughs with that. So we've been able to take enterprise class features from the traditional data center environment and make it cost effective enough to apply in the cryptocurrency and blockchain space.
That's pretty cool. And so how are you addressing the scalability issue of your product?
So with the scalability issue, we had to look at the footprint, density, how many GPUs per square foot. What we were seeing is a lot of people were somewhere around 8 GPUs per square foot for their density. They could try to go vertical, but it was very difficult to maintain, difficult to install, and the failure rates were quite high. So serviceability was something that everybody tried to avoid.
Servicing the mining equipment and then
exactly. Servicing the mining equipment constantly. We're getting complaints of outages of fans and temperatures too high.
I've been trying to get my miner to work for 6 months now. I'm going to call these guys to help me because I still haven't been able to get it to work.
So we can definitely help you with that. We designed advanced cooling solutions to allow us to put the highest number of video cards and processing power into the smallest form factors. We have a very impressive 3U product. The other thing is getting power to the actual devices. So something you might be experiencing yourself is plugging it in. Eventually, there's just no more power the wall can give. Breakers start to fail. So what we did was we went from the ground. We addressed power concerns on the distribution level. We have power supplies that range from your standard 110 wall voltage, where your blow dryer, and all the way to 240, where you plug in an oven or a dryer, and even more so we go into industrial scale voltage, which is 3-phase 277 volts. So that's some really high voltage stuff, and you won't find that in a small business or a home. But what it allows us to do is actually take power to the cabinet. So a full rack, a 45U rack of our servers, has the capacity access of 200 kilowatts of power.
Where do you get your power source from? Was that renewable energy? Is that coal? Is that volcanic.
We live in a wonderful place here in the Pacific Northwest. I couldn't ask to be anywhere else. So we have hydroelectric power. So it's virtually carbon neutral. It's very clean, very efficient energy. It's a very high availability. So it's not only clean on the environmental standpoint, but the power that we get is very consistent. It's something that's beneficial for the equipment that we operate. It means less downtime, better ROI for ourselves and our customers alike.
So who are your customers?
We have a wide variety of customers, from people who just want to get into blockchain technology. They want to get into the cryptocurrency space. Maybe they heard something, they want to try it out, so they might do something like mining with us. So we can do hosted mining solutions. We have large institutions that want to do private blockchain technologies with us. So we'll partner with them and provide a hardware solution to cater towards their needs for their ledger. Other than that, we get a lot of customers that want to host their equipment with us. A lot of times they opt to use our equipment. There's some significant cost savings and large scale when it comes to enterprise deployment.
And these facilities are here in Washington State?
Yes.
Awesome. And then your equipment is coming out of China?
We have some things manufactured in the United States, some things
because they're the
manufactured
largest
overseas in
manufacturers
China.
of hardware, right?
Oh yeah, I mean,
in crypto.
I think almost absolutely everything comes from China these days. But we do.
In Russia.
There's a lot of overseas production. We do all the designs here in the United States. We have worked feverishly for many months to kind of polish everything, and we hope to do a lot more production here in the stateside. There's a lot of incentives now, especially in Washington, that allow us to leverage manufacturing and integration here in the United States.
That's awesome. So I'm going to do a little bit of a role play. So I'm your potential customer, and I have $400,000 to spend, and me and my buddies and girlfriends, over 8 of us, and we want to go and rent or buy equipment and have it hosted in Washington State in one of your facilities. Can you actually walk me through how that works? How do I set that up with you? And what's the different cost savings if I own the equipment versus have it hosted with you? $400,000 is my budget.
So if you've got $400,000, that's quite a bit of equipment, especially with 8 people. So if you were to try and set up your own infrastructure at your home, or maybe make a business out of it, you could far exceed your budget just in trying to renovate the building, get the HVAC set up, the maintenance costs, let alone just the installation of the power.
That's double the cost typically?
You know, you typically right now in the state of Washington have to pay 12 months of power up front to get a contract enforced and get your power turned on with a PUD. There's been a lot of things that have happened in the past. There's been moratoriums, a lot of issues with cryptocurrency miners coming in and using lots of power and disappearing overnight, maybe even causing damage. So there's actually some hefty fines. Like if you are mining in your home, there could be like a $10,000 fine if you weren't approved to mine in your home, even if it was just one, ASIC miner or one computer or something like that. I think it's something around a 15% variance from your average use of power, and they can come after you for that and measure your power. So when you come to a company like Krambu, we take care of all those logistics for you. So we do all the heavy lifting. If you have any amount of money you want to get into this space, we've already fronted all the costs for infrastructure for you. So you're going to get the maximum productivity and efficiency in your systems.
Got it. And Travis, how do we find you?
Krambu.com, Krambu.